Well, we can still see more military on the streets of the nation's capital. 3 Republican-led states pledging to send additional National Guard to the nation's capital. This all, of course, in light of the announcement from the president of the federalization of D.C.'s police force, as well as the influx in the National Guard. Patrick Terpstra has been following this story. He joins us now live from the nation's capital. And Patrick, what are you seeing on this Monday?
Hey, Andrew. Well, it is day 8 of all the federal law enforcement joining police here and trying to fight crime and cleaning up the city, removing homeless camps and whatnot. Behind me here, this is some of the Army National Guard from the District of Columbia. So these are local Guard men and women. At the same time today, we are learning now that 3 red states will be sending troops, including Ohio, West Virginia, South Carolina. Hundreds more National Guard men and women. These are deployments that do come with a bit of an asterisk. The governors from those red states saying that they reserve the rights to call back these Guard men and women if disaster strikes, something like a hurricane or something else where they are needed. The mayor of the District of Columbia today said that none of this makes sense. That is a direct quote. That if you take a look at crime rates dropping, you take a look at what the stated goals here were to fight crime, that it does not make sense to be deploying the military into the streets. And just a short time ago, we actually heard from President Trump in the middle of that summit, of course, with Zelensky taking a host of different questions, including one about crime in Washington. The president sort of declaring victory after just a few days of having this operation take place. Listen here.
We have a thing going on right now in D.C. We went from the most unsafe place anywhere to a place that now friends are calling me up, Democrats are calling me up, and they're saying, sir, I want to thank you. My wife and I went out to dinner last night for the first time in 4 years, and Washington, D.C. is safe, and you did that in 4 days.
Now, important to point out that crime is still happening in the District of Columbia. There was a homicide shortly after that announcement that the federal police were going to be out in force. At the same time, over the weekend, there was a stabbing. There was a robbery, attempted robbery. So, like any big city, crimes continue to occur. But we have not only just seen all the National Guard out here, but also Homeland Security and ICE. They have been out on the streets being very visible, making a number of arrests, including of undocumented immigrants, also confiscating guns from the street. But as far as whether crime has really dropped, it's way too early to see one way or the other. But certainly, as you go around in some of the more populated parts of the city, you do see a lot more federal presence when it comes to fighting crimes. Andrew?
Yeah, and we do know also there was a report that online dinner reservations, because the president alluded to people in the D.C. and the nation's capital being more comfortable going out to eat, those are on the way down, perhaps from people not wanting to deal with all that is behind you, Patrick, at the Lincoln Memorial. Patrick Terpstra for us. Patrick, thank you.